Hello, Colombia. Thank you so much for having me on, Jhon. I appreciate you so much for the opportunity to talk to all of you guys today.
I want to start by asking you what do you remember about her debut in two movies called Lucky Joe and Jolene? Tell me the stories.
Okay. Well, I started out in independent films in Arizona. As a teenager, I worked on a lot of different independent films, from smaller budget movies to some studio movies where I was an extra in the movie Jolene. It was one of my first experiences on a big set, but kind of cool to meet the director, Dan Ireland, who unfortunately he's passed away, but was very interesting on that set. It was a very good time, and they actually did shoot that one, the part that I was in, excuse me, in Arizona, where I was living at the time, and actually where I am currently.
I researched your work, which is a great, Dina. Um, I also remind you to tell us about his contribution in the script of Toke and short dispensary webisodes. Tell me your experience, your scribe, your passion, and history crazy.
Yes, thank you for asking. Definitely something that I decided to do after moving to Hollywood, moving to LA, and working as an actor for about 7 years or so. I decided that I wanted to start producing some of my own content. And the first project that I produced was the web series for Token Choke Dispensary. And so for that web series, it was really it was a fun team effort that we did. I worked with my production partner at the time to create the show. And after we created the idea for the show, she wrote 4 episodes that we decided to go ahead and independently produce there in Los Angeles, where I was living at the time. And what we did was I directed all 4 of those episodes and produced all 4 of the episodes. We did it on a schedule, on a 10-day shooting schedule. So you know how that goes. Basically, no sleep in the U.S. With production. For me, from what I've experienced on all productions that I've been in, it's really more work than is expected in a general kind of situation, but you knock it out in that time frame and then, move on. So it was an experience, very difficult, but also very fun.
Oh, thank you. I was sincere as well. Uh, I'll say that you were never asked about this show. I am glad I did. I tell me about your history, Vulture Canyon, your
Uh,
scribe.
uh-huh. Okay. With Vulture Canyon, that one is a feature film that I have written the screenplay for this film, which is actually based on true events. The movie is a drama thriller, kind of like a thriller about, it is about an all girls juvenile correction facility. So it's basically about a youth prison. And like I said, it's based on true events, actually, from my own life. And I decided to go ahead and write that movie. I wrote that script, really was in development probably about 10 years ago, but I have done some final drafts on that one, and it's looking like now we're moving more into pre-production phases for the movie. So that's really something that's personal to me. I'm very excited to move forward with that movie.
Oh, amazing as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is the first time I understand English. Thank you for the being my first interview in English after
Yes,
seven.
I noticed that you don't have the translator here on the channel, I see.
Yes, after 700, I'll be done with translation.
Wow. 700.
700.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's long process.
Awesome. They're very good, you know, really cool.
Thank you. Thank you. My next question is, I remember very much your performance in the Doctor House series. I would like to ask you what anecdotes do you have as the character April?
You know, that was a very interesting situation for me. First of all, it was my first time ever being on the studio lot for Fox, which Fox is very large. Of course, all the studios are big, you know, but it was an interesting experience for me to go there and actually watch Hugh Laurie perform on the show, which I had never, to be honest with you, I had never seen the show. So when I went there, you know, for filming. It was very cool. It was kind of like, you know, to see him perform because he's very very you know, he stays in the character from what I observed. And of course, this is just my own personal observation of him on the set and off the set as we took some breaks going through filming. I was there, you know, 14 or 16 hours for that small scene, but definitely an experience, very fun. Every time I'm on a new studio lot, I have a great learning experience, and really that's what it's all about for me as well, is learning more and more as I move along and kind of adding that into my experiences as a whole as a filmmaker too, and working in film and TV kind of across the board, you know. So it was really cool, and it was definitely fun.
You will star in a medical series sometime. I know you will.
Thank you. That would be pretty awesome, you know.
I assure you that you will have a great future. Insta movies and Prime Video, you can find the movie Chihuahua. And
Yes,
wonderful that funny
yes,
story.
yes.
Wonderful story. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you learn from Tricia? What messages has expanded you?
Yes. Well, you know, it is another medical role that I portray in the movie as a nurse in a children's hospital or in the area for sick children where they have animals that they bring into these are children that are dying, you know, from cancer or they have various illnesses. It's very sad, but I think in real life, here in certain hospitals, they do this for the children where they bring in, it's called therapy animals, kind of like smaller dogs and stuff like that for the kids to be able to see these animals that really make them feel happier and better. So that's what Chihuahua, the movie, is about. It's about the Chihuahua that's, you know, that goes and visits the sick kids. And I play a supporting role in the film. The director, Michael Amundsen, is just phenomenal. He's just a great guy, and one of the first directors that I had a real connection with when I first came out to LA, and that was one of my first supporting roles in a feature film that was on Amazon and you know other platforms for distribution. So I'm proud of my performance in the movie, and I think it was pretty. It was cool. You know, it was a cool little movie.
Oh, thank you for that word. Is where impact you. Let's talk about extra roles. How do you see the future of superhero movies and crazy stories? I'm talking about Thor, Iron Man 3, and Bumblebee.
I think that the superhero movies, you know, they're great. I cannot deny that they're great. Now, I have my own preferences on which films I think you know were better than others. As far as Thor goes, of course, it was one of the most exciting experiences of my life. One thing that I really like to take note of for filmmakers, especially Jhon, is that green screen. It was the most green screen used. And keep in mind, this was the first Thor shot in year 2011. So the most green screen that I had ever seen on a set, besides like I had done a little Disney show, also that was all green screen. But this one did have, there were real elements in the scene that actually existed, physical things such as Odin's throne. Odin's throne, which I could actually physically see. And when I saw the scene, with the great Anthony Hopkins, um,
Oh my
and Chris Hemsworth with the hammer scene. I was very lucky and very grateful to have been a part of that scene and just to be able to get to watch it all be done. And that was a series of days that I was there at that studio for Thor. So that was awesome. As far as Iron Man 3, I did meet Jon Favreau, and he seemed like a really great guy.
amazing.
I didn't get to spend much time talking with him yet, unfortunately. But being on that set, I mean, that we did some night shoots and really, um, you know, uh, just checking it all out. I did get to watch a very awesome monologue by Sam Worthington, who is just a phenomenal actor as well. I didn't get to meet Robert Downey Jr., very unfortunately. So,
Robert
not this
Downey Jr. is
but
great.
maybe next time, Robert. Yeah.
Yes. Uh, yes, this is our experience for the IMDb resume. Yeah, great resume IMDb.
Thank you.
So, there are surprise character coming in 2024, like the agent in Mission Impossible. They're coming part two. Agent. Let's get a lot like let's get a lot like ahead of our size.
Sure. And, just the franchise itself is remarkable. And, I'm such a fan of Tom. So it's kind of like to be involved in any aspect at all is a privilege, of course. So, I cannot give you any details, unfortunately, at this point, as far as the actual film itself goes. But, just any chance that any opportunity to work with Tom is, of course, a privilege and very exciting. So, 2024, I'm looking forward to it as far as my own projects as well, just producing some things. I have some other things in the works, and you know how it goes. Always working and doing that next thing. So,
Do you have a scene why Ethan Conton unless you capture hein tell me yes. Ah, sorpresa. Oh, finally, how would you define your word in one word?
mm,
Eh,
how would I define my work in one
yeah,
word?
yes,
Well, one word.
it's
Yeah,
difficult.
the first word that comes to mind, even though it's a cliche word, but it is so true. The one word that defines my work is original.
It sounds good. It's good. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Please, Dina, tell us about your social networks and say hello to Colombia.
Absolutely. My name is Deena Trudy. I am an actor, director, producer with my new movie coming out, Token Choke Dispensary. And hello, Colombia. Thank you so much for having me on, Jhon. I appreciate you so much for the opportunity to talk to all of you guys today. And just looking forward to the future and looking forward that everything it has to offer. So we're all lucky to be here today. And thank you so much, Jhon. I wish you the best of luck. I've watched a lot of the videos and
Ah,
they're awesome. Just very cool work that you're doing. So I know that that's going far for you and I'm glad. So I'm happy to be on.
it's so sweet. Thank you, Dina. a message for people starting out in acting, next generation.
Yeah, absolutely. When you have a passion and you know that you want to act, acting is what you want to do. Believe in yourself. Don't let other people tell you that it's something that you can't do, no matter who you are, no matter your age or your race or your whoever you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at your stage in life. Once you've made a decision of what you want to do as far as being an actor, go for it and really go for it. Think outside of the box, take your own steps because you create your own destiny. With acting, it's something that, you feel inside of you. For me, it was something that I knew that I wanted to do at a young age. And so I worked on my craft for many years, and that's the way I went about it. You can always make connections with people who are making some sort of content that you can act in and have fun, so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dina, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for the patience. This very, very terrain is difficult.
Yes. Thank you so much, Jhon.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God we.
God bless you. Bye bye.
Bless you. Bye bye.